Hey guys, Flora here. So today I want to talk with you about clearing the crap so that you can start to get what you want, which is huge. So how do you clear the crap so that you can start to get what you want? Well, first and foremost, figure out what you want. Figure out what you want in your life, figure out what you want in your business, and then you know where you are going and where you want to go. The second thing, so first thing, figure out what you want, where you're going. Second thing is start to clear out all the stuff that doesn't support that. So clear out old stories and beliefs that you have that are holding you back from getting what you want. How do you do this? Okay, so when you say, I want this, whatever it is that you just decided, what are those stories in your head that are saying, oh, well, you can't have that because if you have that, then you got to give up this and you have to give up that. In my Manifesting Made Easy program, I actually talk about this when you're manifesting or when you're bringing anything into your life, when you're consciously creating your life. This is what's called a qualifier or disclaimer. So if you say, I want a new car, but the qualifier or the disclaimer is, but I don't want to pay the car insurance and I don't want to make monthly payments. Okay, so you're probably not going to get that new car if you don't want to make payments and you don't want to pay car insurance, because that's just part of having a car. So what you can say is, I want to manifest, or I want to get enough cash so that I can pay for that car in cash. So then the only qualifier might be, well, now I'm going to have to pay insurance. Well, I'm okay with that. Okay, perfect. So you're more likely to get that because those qualifiers and disclaimers are now okay with you. All right, so figure out, again, what you want first, where you're going. The second thing is clear out those old stories and those beliefs. Again, look at when you say, I want to create a business that makes $10,000 a month. Okay, what does that look like for you? Do you want it to happen without any effort? It's probably not going to happen if you don't want to put out any effort. Or are you willing to do the work so that you can actually build, grow, and create a business that brings in $10,000 a month? So really ask yourself, are you willing to do the work to get what you want? And if not, change what you want. Otherwise, you're just going to keep disappointing yourself. So again, first thing, what do you want? Second thing, clear out old stories and beliefs or those qualifiers or disclaimers that are keeping you from getting what you want, and create a new story. Okay, so now I know I can do this. I know that I want to create a business. I know that I want to bring in a new car. I know that I want to do whatever it is that you want to do. The next thing is clear out physical stuff from your spaces. Declutter. Way back in the day when I started my business in 97, it was called Home CEO, and I helped people declutter their homes, and at the same time I did spiritual and personal life coaching. So I'm not saying everybody's a hoarder, but most people could probably get rid of about half the stuff that they own. Some people, when you walk in their home, or at least when I started my business, I mean, there was people that like literally had just a path that was through certain rooms, and it was like high, like all the way to the ceiling, full of stuff. And for me, it was just shocking. I was like, holy cow. And these people wanted to, go on vacations. They wanted so many other things, but they felt like all their stuff was just holding them back. And it was. And so we started to go through their rooms and get rid of the things that they no longer loved and no longer used. Sometimes, like this one lady that I actually cleared her house with, she had old newspapers and magazines from like 50 years ago. And I'm like, you weren't even alive 50 years ago. How did you get this? It was inherited stuff. And she's like, well, my grandma wanted me to have this and my mom didn't want it. And it was the stuff that she just didn't want. And I'm like, well, ask one of your other relatives if they want it. If not, donate it to like a publication place. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm not going to go through the whole strategy with her. But it took a lot of doing, and I was there for several weeks, but we finally pretty much gutted her entire house. And she was so free, and she ended up selling her home. She downsized to a small condo, and she started traveling the world, and she wanted to do that for years. And this is the thing, and that when you have stuff, when you have an excess of material things, it's going to feel burdensome, especially if the stuff that you have doesn't support the life that you want and where you're going. So I'm not saying get rid of all your shit, but I'm saying get rid of the stuff that no longer serves you, that you don't even use. Statistically speaking, most people use 20% of their items 80% of the time. So 80% of the stuff that you have, you never even use. So, I mean, I just actually recently did this the other day where I went through all of my old class binders and folders and things that I've done, and I got rid of like literally probably 95% of it and kept only 5%. The rest of it I know I have digitally, and I know that I'm never going to use it again. And so these are classes that I put on, you know, for my tribe and my group of people, but also classes that I've taken where I've had like their manuals and all these other things. I literally cleared off an entire bookshelf, and I'm like, I can get rid of that bookshelf now. It's awesome. So really look at, you know, all of the spaces that you have to clear out. You've got bathrooms, closets. I actually did a class called the 10-Day Declutter Extravaganza. It was actually called Simplify. But anyway, it was amazing, and it was so incredible. And the people that have gone through it have done before and after pictures of each of their spaces. And it's so freeing to be able to get rid of stuff that no longer serves you and that you don't use and that's just taking up space. So if you're interested in kind of the minimalistic movement, I am not a minimalist by any means. I am a simplest, I think that's what you want to call it, is I don't want to have just like nothing in the room with just a chair and a desk. Like I like to have things that I use and things that bring comfort to me. So, but if you're interested in learning how to simplify and you're not part of the Mastermind Mafia because those people have access to my simplification class, I would recommend checking out Josh Becker. He's an amazing minimalist author, and he's I think one of the pioneers in the movement. It was just absolutely incredible. But anyway, so check his stuff out. So another thing to clear out is not just stuff from your home, but stuff from your vehicle, stuff from your workspace, stuff from your garage, stuff from your storage unit. If you have a storage unit, we need to talk, because storage units waste money because all of your stuff is in somebody else's space. This is huge because a lot of people say that they don't have enough money to do what they want to do, yet they have storage units holding stuff that they never use where they could sell that, make money, and then save money on the storage unit. Really think about this. Really think about where you're going, what you want in your life and in your business, and start to ask yourself, what would my life look like if I had less physical stuff? What would it look like if I had beliefs that supported where I'm going? So the next thing is to help clear your energy, clear your mind, is to clear out some of the digital stuff that you have. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I work with clients and they've got notifications popping up all over the place, and I'm like, oh my goodness, call the notifications or just stop them all together and just have the badge icon show you that you actually have a notification. Then you can pop in there on your own time to see, hey, I have 5 emails, or hey, I have 6 notifications on Instagram. So you can do this. And another thing that you can do is clear out your any type of device that you use. So your phones, your tablets, your computers. Delete old files that you never use. Delete stuff like for like myself is I've got, team members sending me sample photos of things, or clients sending me, stuff for their website or their programs or whatever. And so I open it and I download it and look at it and whatever. I'm constantly clearing all that non-essential stuff off my computer and off my devices so that it's not there. I delete it, I get rid of it, I don't save it. Just simply because you don't need to. The books that I'm done listening to on Audible, I delete off my device. They're still in my library, but I just delete them off of my phone so that I don't see them every time that I log in. What all of this does is by getting clear on what you want, it helps to make room for, okay, so this is where I'm going. This is what I want. And then by clearing out the old beliefs and the old stories and recognizing those qualifiers or disclaimers to see, can I really have this? Do I believe I can really have this? And rewriting that inner dialogue and rewriting those stories can help you with this. Also, clearing out physical stuff like physical clutter as well as digital clutter can also help make room to receive and bring in and create that new little something that you want to create in your life, whether it is a 6-figure business or a fabulous vacation with your partner. So I hope that this helps you today, and I really encourage you to get very clear on what you really want. And when you begin to get clear on what you want and you begin to clear stuff out that isn't in alignment with where you're going and what you really want, what happens, it allows you to just make room and make space for those things to come in. Another cool thing that happens is when you sort through and get rid of and declutter and reorganize the stuff that you have, what happens is you're emotionally and mentally sorting through and clearing through old energies, old patterns, and it's almost like you're coming to terms with certain parts of your life, which is huge, absolutely huge. So I really want you to think about this as you're moving into this week. I know that it's Tuesday, but I took a 4-day vacation. I took Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off, and it was fabulous. And I was able to take a 4-day vacation because, again, years ago, I made the decision I want to take more vacations. And so whether it's a staycation, which is what I took this past weekend, or an actual vacation where I fly someplace wherever, I've done this very intentionally. And part of the ways that I've been able to do that is to declutter the stuff that I'm doing every day, only do the essential stuff for my life and for my business, and not do any of that busy work. I mean, I still clean my own toilets because I like to do that. I still wash my own clothes. I still vacuum my floors. I like mow my yard, but I like doing that kind of stuff. I've got a lot of friends who actually have housekeepers and yard people, but I don't know. I love the satisfaction of getting my hands dirty and doing that kind of stuff. But I still have time to do the things that I want to do because I've gotten very clear and very intentional about what I want in my life, and I've cleared out all the bullshit that keeps me from getting what I want. So I hope that this helps you today. If it has, please tag a friend below, comment below, let me know that you've loved this. Give me some love hearts and share this with some friends. Share this on your page. And I love you, and I hope this serves you, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.